Hello friends, now we will solve problem number 4. This is based on the calculation of natural frequency of a given system. Here in the diagram we have a pulley, a circular pulley which has a radius r which is fixed at O, and capital M is the mass of the pulley. While one string is passes over the pulley, one end of the string is attached to this mass M and another end is attached to the fixed surface via spring stiffness K. Small m is the mass which is passes over the pulley. So this is given diagram. So for this given system we have to calculate the natural frequency. Now here, if the mass m, this small m, is displaced through small linear distance x, that means if this is the initial position, then final position will be shown. This is, I am show if as a initial, ip as a initial position, and if final position as a fp, then distance travel, this displacement should be x. So if small linear distance is traveled by mass m or displaced through mass m, displaced by mass m, the pulley will rotate at an angle of theta, and that is shown here in this diagram. Observe this diagram, right? So in this diagram I have shown this. So here the detailed diagram with all the forces shown. Now I am going to explain this diagram. Now this is pulley with center O, it is fixed at O, have a radius of r. Now as this is initial position, or we can say equilibrium position, this is initial position or equilibrium position, this is shown here. So this is our initial position, or one can say equilibrium position. If further mass m is displaced through a small linear displacement by an amount of x, then the new displaced position is shown here. So one can say it is initial position, one can show this is a final position. So now this is the final position of the mass, and the displacement of the mass m is by small linear amount or distance is x. When this mass m is displaced by an amount x from initial position to the final position, at that time the pulley is also going to rotate by an amount of theta. Suppose if initially when mass is at initial position, then if the a is the position, and when mass reaches to the final position by an amount of displacement x, then new position of this point a will be a dash. So a dash is the angular displacement of the pulley, and this angular displacement is given by, if this x is the displacement, linear displacement, and it is given equivalence to the angular displacement of the pulley is r into theta, as r is the radius and theta is the angular displacement. So this is angular displacement of the pulley by an amount of theta, and x is equal to r theta. This is the formula. So now here the mass is going to move in downward direction. The mass is going to move in downward direction. In downward direction, when mass is going to move in downward direction, the inertia force act in upward direction. So here inertia force is shown by an amount of mx double dot. When mass moves in downward direction, so there is a tension in this portion. T is the tension. Here it is act on downward direction, here it is act in upward direction. So T is the tension is act here, and as mass is displaced in downward direction, the pulley is displaced or rotated in clockwise direction, and angular displacement will be theta. So here pulley is rotated at an clockwise direction, hence its angular displacement is theta. So as there is a rotation, and here twisting moment is there, so that is displaced, or it is expressed by I0 theta double dot. So it is your I0 into theta double dot. I0 is called as a mass moment of inertia of the wheel, and theta double dot is the acceleration. So this is the inertia torque. So this is the inertia torque for the pulley, and this is inertia force for the mass. Now here again this portion is passes over the pulley. So here this amount, or this is portion, is to be represented by kx. Here k is the spring stiffness, so x is the displace. So spring is also going to displace by amount x, so this displacement is given by kx. So here value of x is r theta. So here kx is equal to k as it is. Value of x is r theta. So k r theta is the displacement here in the spring. So here we have shown the inertia forces, inertia torque, displacement in the spring, angular displacement, and x is equal to r theta. Here capital M is treated as a mass of the wheel or pulley, and small m is the mass which is passes over this pulley here. Now we will take some important parameters here. So we'll treat x is to be taken as linear displacement. That time theta is to be taken as angular displacement. If x dot means derivation of linear displacement, x dot is called as a linear velocity, while theta dot is called as a angular velocity. If x double dot is linear acceleration, then theta double dot is angular acceleration. So x are the term related with linear and theta are the terms related with angular. So if x is linear displacement, x dot is linear velocity, x double dot linear acceleration. Similarly, theta is angular displacement, theta dot is angular velocity, and theta double dot is angular acceleration. Dear friends, I hope you understand, and this portion we required. Now, we can determine the natural frequency of this system, of the given system, by three different ways. So first is by your equilibrium method. We can calculate natural frequency of the given system by equilibrium method. Second method is called as a energy method, and third method is called as a Rayleigh's method. Dear friends, in previous lecture we learned equilibrium method, equation of natural frequency by equilibrium method, energy method, Rayleigh's method for spring mass system, then shaft and disc system, that is torsional system, then beam and mass system. So by three methods we can calculate the natural frequency of the given system. This equilibrium method is also popularly called as a D'Alembert's principle. This equilibrium method is also called as a D'Alembert's principle. So dear friend, in this session I will explain you the first part that is called as a equilibrium method or D'Alembert's principle. Now here first we consider the linear motion of mass m. So this is mass m. Observe, dear friend, observe, this is mass m. Now this portion, this is mass m. Now we will focus on this portion, this portion or this free body diagram we are going to consider now here. Now, so if you observe here, m is the mass which is shown here, here m is the mass which is shown here, right? So m is the mass which is shown here. Sorry, I didn't adjust this. Okay, m is the mass is shown here. So here, as there is a downward motion of the mass is in downward direction, so inertial forces act in upward direction. So T is the tension here. So here I am going to show T is the tension in upward direction. So this is free body diagram. Now I am going to explain this part. Now here, by using D'Alembert principle or by equilibrium method, we have a formula: summation of inertia forces plus summation of external forces is equal to 0. Now dear friend, here I am going to use the sign convention. Here I am going to take upward forces, the forces which are moving in upward direction, we are going to take that positive, and downward forces as a negative, which is also shown here. So here, observe, I am going to write first inertia force. Inertia force is here mx double dot. So here mx double dot, it is moves in upward direction, so I am going to take it as a positive, or you can write down plus mx double dot or only mx double dot is also permissible. Then tension T is acting in upward direction, so plus T is equal to 0. So further, T is equal to, this is plus mx double dot. If it goes on this direction, it becomes minus mx dot. So therefore we have a equation A, T is equal to minus mx double dot. So this is our equation number A. Now I am going to consider second portion. Here spring and mass system. So here now we consider now second free body diagram. Consider rotary motion of pulley, wheel or disc. Right. So here observe. Here I am going to explain you now. So these things are in front of you now. Now this is the pulley that we have drawn a free body diagram here by showing all the forces. So here I am going to show this pulley. This same I have produced here. This is the circular pulley having radius r. Now here the direction of, as mass moves in downward direction, so pulley moves in clockwise direction. As pulley is going to move in clockwise direction, inertia torque acting on the pulley is in anti-clockwise direction, which is shown here. That is by an amount I0 into theta double dot. Right? Now here T is the tension force is act here. So tension is shown here T. Now here in this direction here Kx is acting on this pulley here, this portion. So here I am going to show Kx is equal to Kr theta. So this is free body diagram which is reproduced. This is the free body diagram produced with the help of this diagram. So this diagram is represented here. Now here in this diagram, this is the free body diagram we have. Again apply the, which method we are going to use? We are going to use the D'Alembert principle or equilibrium method. So in D'Alembert's principle or equilibrium method, summation of inertia torque plus external torque is equal to 0. So here we will take first inertia torque. Here inertia torque term, so inertia torque is here I0 theta double dot. So here again we have to take sign convention. If it is anti-clockwise direction, if twisting moment or torque is anti-clockwise direction, take minus sign. If twisting moment or torque in clockwise direction, take positive sign. Upward forces you have to take in positive direction. Downward forces take in negative direction. This is sign convention I am going to use here. So here inertia force is I0 theta double dot. It is in anti-clockwise direction. So here this term I am going to produce minus I0 theta double dot. Now ये हो गया आपका inertia torque. Now external forces acting on it. First we will take this portion. This is your tension. This is your tension. So its torque produced, as we have to take in external torque, inertia torque as I0 theta double dot. So we have to again take a torque produce this tension. So torque produce this tension. Torque means force into perpendicular distance. So here if you write this, so this torque will be in clockwise direction like this. So it's a positive sign. So T into R. So it is here plus T into R. So this term completed. Another external force here. Observe. Here Kx is the force is move or acting in left hand direction. So here again we have to take new sign in left hand direction में जाने वाले forces negative, right hand जाने वाले forces positive. So here as Kx is moves in left hand direction, so here I am going to write down minus Kx. So instead of minus value of Kx will do Kr theta. So here I am going to produce this term as a, or torque produced to this Kx as a Kx into R. Kx into R. This force into perpendicular distance. So we know the force is Kr theta. So minus Kr theta into perpendicular distance R, which this is here. Minus sign क्योंकि left hand में जा रहा है as per our sign convention. So for this rotary motion of the pulley or wheel or disc, we have an equation now minus Kr theta into R plus T into R minus I0 into theta double dot is equal to 0. So these are all torque related terms. So I hope you understand. Now we have equation A, we have this equation number B. Now here I am going to substitute or put equation number A. Here we have equation number A, we have equation A and equation B. Now substitute the equation A in equation number B. So we have equation A. What is equation A? This T equal to minus double dot. So we have this value. So we have to substitute this equation A in equation B. So equation B changes to, therefore this minus Kr theta into R, this term is as it is. So इसको आप देखेंगे तो minus Kr theta into R, that means Kr square into theta. So minus Kr square theta, this term as it is. Now here plus as it is here. Now T का वैल्यू हम क्या रखेंगे? T का वैल्यू यहाँ पे आपका माइनस mx डबल डॉट है. सो आई एम गोइंग टू पुट T का वैल्यू में पुट करता हूँ इंटू ब्रैकेट माइनस mx डॉट ब्रैकेट कंप्लीट इंटू R एज इट इज. So this term completed and minus I0 theta double dot, this terms as it is equal to 0. So now we have this equation now. I hope you understand. Now we have to solve this equation. Here I am going to remove the minus sign, take minus 1 common from this. So or you can take minus 1 common or you can multiply this by minus 1 on both the sides. So you will get here plus Kr square theta plus mx double dot R plus I0 theta double dot is equal to 0. Now further I am just arrange and rearranging the terms. So I0 theta double dot, this term I am going to take at the first part plus kr square theta on second and mx double dot into r this term at third is equal to 0. This is just arrange and rearrangement of the terms. Now here if we solve further, I0 into theta double dot as it is plus kr square theta as it is plus m, यहाँ पे x डबल डॉट है, सो वी हैव x इज इक्वल टू आर थीटा. इसको अगर हम इसका डेरिवेटिव लेंगे तो x डॉट इज इक्वल टू आर थीटा डॉट, इसका डेरिवेशन x डॉट इज इक्वल टू आर थीटा डॉट का डेरिवेशन लेंगे तो x डबल डॉट इज इक्वल टू आर थीटा डबल डॉट. r इज रेडियस एंड hence constant, so x is equal to r theta, so only x and theta are going to derivate here. So here we have a value of x double dot is equal to r theta double dot. So here x double dot का वैल्यू हम क्या पुट करेंगे यहाँ पे r theta double dot into r as it is equal to 0. So this is our important equation here by substituting all the terms. Now here solve this I0 into theta double dot as it is, this term as it is, plus kr square theta as it is, plus m into r into theta double dot into r. So यहाँ पे m r square into theta double dot, this term is equal to 0. Dear friend, I am going to elaborate this term intentionally because we require it in further ways. Again, now from this theta double dot, so this term and this term. From this term, if we take theta double dot common, so here theta double dot I am going to take common. So into bracket I0 plus mr square is bracket complete plus kr square into theta, this term is produced. So this is our equation number C. So dear friends, I hope you understand till this stage. Now next, so here I have reproduced this equation C. Whatever equation C we have derived, this equation C I have, this equation C, same equation I have reproduced again here. So theta double dot plus, so theta double dot into bracket I0 plus mr square bracket complete plus kr square theta is equal to 0. This is equation C. So I have reproduced from the previous one. So now this, now we have, we know the pulley is in circular in shape, so its moment of inertia is to be calculated as I0 is equal to 1 half capital M r square. Capital M is the mass of the pulley while r is the radius of the pulley. So I0 for the pulley is calculated as 1 half capital M r square. Further, now here in this equation, put this value of I0 in this equation number C. So I am going to put this value here. So we have equation C is reproduced, theta double dot into bracket I0 ka value we are going to put as a value of I0 we are going to put as a 1 half mr square, that is kept here, 1 half capital M r square plus this mr square as small m r square as it is bracket complete plus kr square into theta is equal to 0. Now, so divide this equation, this underlying equation, divide the whole equation by 1 half capital M r square plus m r square. So after dividing this equation by 1 half capital M r square plus m r square, so we have theta double dot, this and this term get cancelled if divided by 1 half capital M r square plus m r square. So here we have theta double dot plus kr square divided by 1 half capital M r square plus m r square into bracket this theta, because this is taken as a displacement. Now this is our important equation. Now here again to make some arrange and rearrangement here, so theta double dot as it is. So from this, from numerator I will take r square common and from denominator we will take r square common. So here we have equation r square into bracket k into theta divided by r square into bracket यहाँ बचेगा capital M by 2 or 1 half M, or we can say M by 2 capital M. This is completed, bracket completed is equal to 0. Now further this r square and r square get cancelled, so we have a equation theta double dot plus capital K upon capital M by 2 plus M into theta is equal to 0. So this is our equation number D, and this is important equation. Now dear friends, we have to calculate the natural frequency. Now this equation D is the differential equation of motion for a given system, and comparing this equation number D with the fundamental equation of simple harmonic motion. Now dear friends, we have two equations of simple harmonic motion we have learned in our first two lectures. That is first, x double dot plus omega n square into x is equal to 0. This is for linear displacement and this is for linear, and this theta double dot plus omega n square into theta, this is for angular. So we have a equation D in the form of that is in the form of angular acceleration and angular displacement. So we compare equation D and this equation. So comparison between equation number D and this equation. So we compare this equation. Compare this equation D and this इनको हम compare करेंगे. After comparing, so we will get this theta double dot, they are compare same. So omega n square into theta into this equation. So omega n square, we have omega n square is equal to क्या आएगा हमें k divided by capital M by 2 plus M. This is the equation. So after comparing equation D and this equation, we have omega n square. So from this, if once you know the equation D, we have to calculate first circular natural frequency. So here further I have calculated this. I'm going to explain you. Here omega n, यहाँ पे omega n square था is equal to k divided by capital M by 2 plus M bracket completes. So if you want circular natural frequency, so omega n under square root of capital K divided by capital M by 2 plus M, this equation, or we can represent this equation omega n is equal to under square root of k. यहाँ पे हम क्या लेंगे, ऐसे LCM लेंगे. So M capital M plus twice M divided by 2. Further if you go omega n is equal to ये 2 यहाँ पे डिनोमिनेटर में ऊपर जाएगा तो 2 क्या होगा, 2k divided by capital M plus 2m. So this is your circular natural frequency equation for the given spring, mass and pulley system. So we have omega n is equal to under root 2k divided by capital M plus twice m. Now once you know the circular natural frequency, this is circular natural frequency. Now if you calculate the natural frequency, you have a formula Fn is equal to omega n upon 2 pi. 1 upon 2 pi under square root of omega n का वैल्यू क्या आपका 2k divided by capital M plus twice small m. So capital K is the spring stiffness, capital M is the mass of the pulley, and small m is the mass which passes through the spring. Dear friend, from this Fn equation, you understand the natural frequency is depends on spring stiffness, mass of the pulley, and mass which passes over the pulley. This term, natural frequency term, is independent of the R. That means radius is not affected the natural frequency. If you can change the radius, your natural frequency is not going to affect. But if you change value of K, that means spring stiffness, mass of the pulley, and mass which passes over the pulley, the value of Fn is going to affect. So this is our energy method for a given spring mass system. हमें जो दिया था ये वाला, this for the given spring mass system, we have calculate the circular natural frequency and natural frequency equation. Dear friend, in next lecture, I am going to solve the same problem by using energy methods. Thank you.